Hey everybody, it's Paul here. Welcome to Vanish TV. We've got a great show lined up. We're going to do something a little different this month. For the December month, we're going to talk to one person because he's got so much to say and I never have enough time to talk to him, so I wanted to give him a bit more time. He is featured in the magazine with a special project, including a short film that he recently did through this pandemic, as well as finished a book. So we're going to talk to this amazing performer very shortly. We're going to go live to New York. Also, of course, there's the competition. I'd like to thank Murphy's Magic Supplies for sponsoring this month's competition. Thanks, guys. It's truly a unique deck of cards like no other I've seen. The thought that's gone into this and the design is really great. You're going to want to get your hands on this. To win the competition, all you have to do is share the link below. Just share this on Facebook, on any social media. We're on YouTube. You can share it on YouTube, of course. We're live on YouTube, on Facebook, different groups. The more you share it, the more chances you go in to win. So if you share it 100 times, you go into the draw 100 times. If you share it once, you go in once. So share it in as many groups as you can. Let's get on with it. Let's check out this month's prize. Well, thanks Murphy's Magic Supplies for donating this amazing prize. So all you have to do is share this video as well, share it on Facebook, to all the groups you can, to YouTube, and you will go into the draw to win. It's really a cool deck of cards. As I said, I love the animation. You can do it like a roulette wheel. It looks like it's spinning, and then of course you can produce the roulette ball. There's so much. You get 2 gaff cards, you get a couple of gaff cards, and then the download of the tutorials are great too. So they've gone the extra mile with this deck of cards, and the quality of the cards is right up there with their cushioning and everything. So be in to win. It's as simple as that. And now it's time to check out the December edition of Vanish Magic magazine. Let's have a look. We've got our cover story, of course, Malin Nilsson from Sweden. You can find out all about her. We have, let's carry on, of course, the competition there. Remember that it's interactive magazine, so if you click on the link, you get some interactive magic. You can watch videos of performances of the artists. The magazine is fully interactive, different links you can click on. Wonderful photos there. Very quickly, Walter's Amy Blaney, our back cover. Wonderful tribute by Timothy Drake, and a big shout out to Nick Lewin for helping me put this together. Great story. This is a terrific tribute by Timothy, but a story of my own about Walter. I was about 30 years ago, when I was about 19, 20, in New Zealand. Walter toured New Zealand with this great act, the Cowboy Act, and there were many moments in that I remember. But one thing, afterwards we all met, the magicians all met, and it was the first time I'd seen anybody perform the Balducci levitation. And because Walter was so tall, I truly believed he levitated. It was one of those moments you never forget in magic. So there was a memorable thing for me that I'll never forget. And Walter was such a gentleman and so giving of his time and knowledge. Also, this is great. If you're interested, if you want free magic, you can click on this link down here to Murphy's. Again, thanks to Murphy's for their support. Murphy's have a great link there. You can click on and get some free magic from Gregory Wilson. Another great article here, touring with the emergency circus. So Katrina travelled during the pandemic recently through Mexico, and her story is in here with some great photos. Peter Samuelson's Bake Off Challenge. I love this because it's such a different sort of thing, but Peter has here, as you can see right above, some photos of his baking, and he's taken up baking as some other magicians have too. So it's great. Magical Woman by Connie Boyd, another great article, interview by Connie on Magical Woman, this time on Diana Zinnerman, and truly one of my favourite stories. You're really going to want to read this with Irene Larson down there and the protesting animal rights. A great read, a funny story there. The final in the series by Kevin on I Can't Breathe. It's been a remarkable series, and I'm proud to do it. And a big thank you there to everybody involved in putting this together. Eric Walton, Flavors of Magic. This is the SAM on their show Diversity in Magic. It's Flavors of Magic is what the show is called, so you can check out that and the story behind that. In this week's big interview, the big news is we get to talk to Ben Robinson, a hard man to track down because he's so busy with a film, a book, and a whole lot of other things he's going to talk to us today about. But remember, if you click on the link down there, because it is interactive, you actually get to see his movie, his film. So we're not going to watch the whole thing, but you can. It's a short film done by Ben Robinson, a knife-throwing magic. It's truly remarkable, and I won't tell you who the outlaw hero is. We're going to talk to Ben very soon. Great photos by Ben. If you want to order the book, you just click here. Again, interactive. Just click on the link, and you can order the book. Simple as that. It'll take you to the website. Great book. A Squib in the World, Felicity Fields. She's going to be really busy next year, so we hope to still keep Felicity on and keep her going with incredible articles. She's really opened up our eyes to a lot of different things in magic, and her series is really important. One of the most important things we've ever done, actually. So thanks to Felicity, and I know she's going to be really busy next year. We hope to keep her on, as I said, but she's been incredible. So let's hope we can get some more articles out of her. Illuminati, we'll talk about that shortly. That's a product highlight. 100 years of celebrating Saw in Half. So Thomas has done a great article here, When They Finally Came for the Rabbits. This is a fun one, and Thomas does, as I said, he really loves that illusion, and he's done some great research there. A trio of quarantine tween shows. Nick Lewin looks at some online shows, some truly remarkable shows actually, so you want to check that out. Also be sure to check out unique magic gifts from Nick Lewin. There's some great mugs there, the posters on them, really great. This is great. Conventions. Eric Eswin writes about a hybrid convention, a different way of looking at conventions. Nobody in magic has done this yet. Everyone sort of jumped on board with the Zoom thing or just opened it up to everybody, but this is a unique way. And I know that they're talking about the vaccine, of course, which is wonderful news, but that won't be, we won't get that probably, everybody won't be inoculated with that until September next year. So, in Canada anyway. So the chances of any of us traveling past out of Canada are slim, unless, you want to take that chance. But so here it is. It's a great article on how to have a convention online. Ripped, of course, another product highlight. Louis Fox with the other 7 cent solution. I love this trick. Be sure to click on the link and you can watch the YouTube performance. David Atwood, Kids These Days, a great article here by David. I would like to say that Dave has a new book out as well, which is reviewed in this edition of Vanish. Calvining with some more great close-up magic. We have a trick from India, actually, Zodiac Routine. Magic is Education by Jeff Christensen, continuing his series. Focus on Eugene Berger. Magicians who do most shows are the best performers. That's one of Eugene's sayings. And so Jeff McBride's school, Lynn here, who does the editing, has put something together with Eugene in mind. And it's a great time of the year. I think we need to go back and reflect on Eugene's words quite often. The Stranger, a product highlight. Again, this is one of the best apps I've ever seen. I've never seen product service like this before. It's truly remarkable what Jonathan has done. And reviews, tricks, downloads, books. We have a whole lot of different products, some really great products actually. In fact, I should mention this one here, Celebrity Scorch. Really phenomenal. And I can't wait to start performing again just to do that one trick. Two-Headed Prediction by Christopher T. Magician. One of the best kid tricks I've seen in a long time. Actually makes me want to get back out and do kid shows when we can. And finally, of course, the cover tribute to Walter Blaney. So we have a jam-packed edition for you for Vanish. So much in there. But let's move on to the rest of the show. Then we're going to look at product highlights. And then we're going to finally talk to the one and only Ben Robinson.
29 milligrams, and this is real.
And there it is, ripped. Wow, this is an incredible piece of magic by Ruben. Ruben produces some of the best magic out there. He really does, because everything is custom made. And as you saw in there, even though it looks like a regular brown paper bag, which makes it so unique, it was so great. It packs flat, but there are brass mechanics in it. It's truly remarkable. He's done a phenomenal job. Let's just have a look. Of course, everything he does too is packed to travel. So he's got this beautiful travel bag, which is sturdy because there's a big sheet of plastic in there, which helps it keep it with a link, of course, of the instructions. But this is how it keeps it safe. So here it is here. This is made of very durable. In fact, some of it's not even paper. Some of it's a special material I've never seen before. Some of the things you can do with this. So what makes this so great is that it just looks like a paper bag. So you could borrow an iPhone. As you saw there, somebody could select an orange. And they can select an orange, it goes into a paper bag, into a plastic bag, you throw it in there and of course it falls through and you've switched it. You can borrow a watch, it can go in here. You can borrow a phone, it can go in, you can put a phone in here in a plastic bag, put it in, or in a bag, and then throw it in. Of course it drops accidentally, and there's so much fun, and then instantly you can put your hand through the bag and show it empty. There's nothing in there. And then the minute you put this down, you've got instant access to whatever the item is. So this is an incredible product by Ruben, and as I said, everything he does is just just amazing, because it's all custom made. He has local people in his village where he lives in Spain help him make them, and he makes them himself. If you've seen his workshop, we've done pictures of his workshop. You've seen his workshop in his Vanish edition that we did on Ruben. So this is really amazing. It's ripped. His latest creation, really, really great. The best switching device I've ever seen. He does an invisible deck as well, where you get somebody to, you can come out, and the nice thing is, well, a couple of nice features about this before I move on, but one is you can sort of show the bag empty like this, really slowly. You don't have to do it quick, you can do it slowly. And then the whole mechanics is with one hand. So to do the switch, you just have one hand like this, you throw the bag in, and then one hand switch. It's incredible. The mechanics are amazing. So this is the best switching device. Some people have put out other bags, but they look like magic props. This is the most natural thing I've ever seen. It goes beyond anything I've seen before, and it's just worth every penny. So this is a great device. It's ripped by Ruben, and remember, you can check out the latest Vanish to find more about it. highlight in the November edition is the Illuminati Magic series. We have the Unifier Notifier, and we have their second sight. This is some of the most incredibly advanced magic I've ever seen as far as technology goes. Try and give you a rundown very quickly if I can. You really need to look at the November edition and go onto their website to get it all, because there is so much this does. Basically, what they've done is they have, and I'm going to go to an app actually, they've created an app plus extra, let's go to their app. There's their app here. We'll go back a bit. Let's go back to the beginning actually. Let's go back. So here's their app here, Unifier Thumper. Now this app, the great thing about this is they've combined all the incredible electronic magic that we know and love into one app. And this is revolutionary, because before we've had to open up all these different apps, and it's been a bit of a nuisance. You know, you'd have all these different things like the dice, all these different things, and you have different apps for each one. But now it's all on one app, which is phenomenal, because now you can do all these different effects just with one app, and you can send them to earpieces, you can send them to your phone, to your watch, and even they sent me the notifier, which is this here. Let's talk about this first. This is the notifier. This sends information to this little box here, and I haven't got it turned on, but there it is there. See if I can turn this on for you. And so there it is there. So I'm able to see any information that is sent. It's a bit hard with the camera though, but let's see if we can get a close up. Okay, so there it is there. So that would be facing me like this, and it's as clear as anything. My eyesight's not the best, so I can see that almost a mile away. So if I have that sitting there, I can see whatever information is sent to their notifier, which is incredible. If you don't want to use a watch or anything, you want to have it just sitting in plain sight. So let's go back to their app. Let's open it up. Let me punch in my password here. And we're going to go and look at the different things they offer. So they offer Toxic Calculator is incredible. I have Toxic Calculator set up with Prevision, which is a separate app by somebody else, but you can integrate their work with a lot of other things as well. So Toxic Calculator, I have it set up with Prevision. I give this person my phone, and they put in the calculator. They type in a whole lot of different things like their date, the year they were born, the day they were born, the month. So for example, 1968, the 10th of October, 25th. So the information is instantly sent back to me via the earpiece or the watch or the phone or whatever, and I'm able to do a reading or get that information. Now with Prevision, I can send that information instantly without doing anything. It's all integrated to Prevision, and that app does its magic, and then the spectator has on their phone a video. They look at the video that I sent them, and it's me holding a whiteboard. I turn it around, and on it says you were born 1968, Scorpio. So that sort of thing. So you can integrate this with other things. It's truly amazing. Let's go back and I'll show you some of the incredible things that this can do. Oops, punch in the right password might help. So let's have a look at what this can do. If I set it to idle screen, I'm going to set it to idle screen. Let's just have a look here and see what this can do. Let me just turn it on. So you might hear something, and that's the earpiece. So if I take...
Cycle connected.
So it's telling me that it's connected. And I'm going to use the deck of cards, but you could use anything. You could use, they also sell ESP signs. This is a deck of cards. Now these are all chipped. You can even create your own cards and set those as well, which is fantastic. So just a deck of cards you use for regular magic. Now without actually looking at anything, I take a card and it goes near the reader. So there it is. I don't know what the card is. It goes near the reader.
8 of clubs.
And instantly it goes near the reader. I get the information. I can either get it in my earpiece, which you may have heard, or I can get it on my watch or on my phone. It comes up with invitation meet at 8 o'clock at Sam's Club. So I know that 8 of clubs. It also comes up on here too, and we'll see if you can see that. I'll just see if I can get that to the camera. The lighting and the camera on this is a little. So there it is there, the 8 of clubs. So if I've got just that sitting here, I can see that really clearly. Let's do another one. So this just goes near the secret reader, and it's just a card.
9 of clubs.
So again, on my phone, it comes up. I can go to my notification if I want. It tells me that it's
Cycle disconnected.
I just turn it off. But then I've got the card there. Oh, we can get that in frame. 9 of clubs. So I can see that it goes to the airport. You can choose a different way it goes as well, which is quite amazing. So you've got all these different options on this. It really is something else. Let's go back to the app here. These, by the way, you can program anything. So you can put these little very thin RF chip readers in books. So if you do a book test, you can have 10 books, and somebody could choose a book and you instantly know what book they choose. There's so much you can do with it. And you'll see that they sell a lot of options. I put the wrong password in. They sell a lot of options too. I still put the wrong password in. Let's try this again. Sorry. Don't know my own password. There we go. So, and you'll see it come up on my phone as notes. So that's amazing. They do really incredible work here. This is probably, as I said, the great thing is they integrate so many different things onto the app. Let me just have a look here, see if we can find something for you here. I want to see if I can find, and you can see the status, so I can have it set lots of different things. Those are the cards that were chosen. User modes, you've got different user modes you can use. Settings, of course. You've got the devices. So they do dice. You can see there they've got the dice. You've got the Dynamos, poker chips, pen sense, color sense, magneto, second sight, phone NFC reader, which is what we did, and thumper. So it also sends vibrations as well. So with the thumper, I get vibrations which can be on my wrist, and I've got those set up so I know what those are. It's truly remarkable. But you want to check this out. Check out the latest Vanish Magic magazine, because this really is revolutionary. I think it's the most revolutionary sort of magic we've seen as far as electronic magic goes. They've done so much work. Their tutorials are great. You can do text to speech. You can do, it's so much you can do. I can't go over it all right now. It would take an entire show. So do check this out. It's the Illuminati Magic series. Okay, well, here we are. Great to be able to talk to our very special guest on this show, Mr. Ben Robinson, who is coming to us from New York. Ben has finished a book which you can read about in the latest Vanish Magic magazine. The book is The Outlaw Hero, plus a short film and other things that he's done. Let's head to New York and talk to Ben. Ben, come in. Hey, there you are. Hey, Ben.
Hello from the center of New York City. Welcome.
Ben, this is so great. Now, I know that you really are in the heart of New York. Whereabouts are you exactly?
Well, if you look at Manhattan Island, where I live, is the Statue of Liberty to the south and Yankee Stadium to the north, and Rockefeller Center right in the middle. It's called Rockefeller Center because it is the center. I live in the center of the city.
Wow. Well, Ben, you know, the book is amazing. Congratulations on the short film. We talk about it in the latest Vanish, the issue of Vanish, the December edition. People can watch the short film there. Very quickly, or can you sort of tell us a little bit about, this is about knife throwing, it's about magic, of course, it's about a whole lot of different things. What's the correlation between knife throwing and magic?
Sleight of hand. When the magician does something on stage where they make coins appear or cards appear, what's generally referred to as manipulation act, these are not giant sweeping mechanical motions. These are very slight motions, very delicate motions. And when you study that for however many years, you begin to realize that there's great power and action in something very small. In knife throwing, it's the exact same way. You don't wind up like a baseball and throw the knife. You engage a very confident mind and you do what you need to do. And it's not just throwing a knife and it's not just sticking a knife. It's throwing a knife and sticking the knife exactly where you intend it to be stuck. And that's an entirely different mission than just throwing a knife. There are a lot of people who can throw knives, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it was made clear to me by my teacher, Jason Johnson, and my friend Danger, and a few other guys, that there's a big difference between throwing a knife and a knife thrower. It's just like there's a difference between somebody who really digs magic and a full-time professional magician.
Makes sense, yeah. Wow. I've seen you do the most incredible effect, if I can tell people, because no one else in the world does it. With a deck of cards, it's signed, and for real, you throw a knife. There's no tricks. You throw a knife and you hit the signed card as it's going through the air. It's truly remarkable. So that must take years of hard work.
It did, and that's the story of the Outlaw Hero. In the very beginning of the book, we talk about why people climb Mount Everest, why people get shot into space and orbit the Earth. These are not normal things. It's also not a normal thing to spend 4 years in the pursuit of a card trick. So the effect really was that I had been doing a card stab, and then I thought of the throwing the knife, and I thought, is that possible? Could it be done? And so I sought out a teacher. I met him in Austin, Texas. I flew to Omaha, Nebraska. We worked together, and it took really 3 years to get it to a level of confidence where I don't see failure happening. I mean, it can happen, but it's very little now. At the beginning, it's extremely frustrating. It's like dancing. Can you do the dance? Well, do you remember the dance? All of it.
Ben, it's truly remarkable. The film, the short film, the book. I don't know how you've done it all, but you've managed to do the impossible during these times. I really urge people to check out the book, go to the Vanish Magic magazine, the December edition, and they can click on the film, they can order the book. The book is a great read. Ben, I'm sorry this is so short, but thank you so much for joining us on the show. And again, people can go and order the book, read it, and find out all about your incredible adventure, the great story, and find out who the outlaw hero is. Ben,
Yes.
thank you so much. Yep, Ben, thanks.
Bye-bye.
See you, Ben. Thank you. Well, that was Ben from New York. You know, I could talk to Ben for hours, and sometimes we do. The Outlaw Hero is out now. It's a great book. Check it out. The latest Vanish Magic magazine does have it. Plus, you can also watch the interactive short film if you go to the latest edition. So thanks, Ben. So that's our show for today. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Ben, for being our guest on today's show. Be sure to check out the December edition of Vanish. I'm busy working on the January edition, which has got a lot of surprises in store. We've got some new contributors coming in. I wanted to freshen it up a bit, change things up a bit. So we've got some great new things lined up for you. Have a great Christmas. Have a great New Year and a safe New Year and a very safe Christmas. And I'll see you all in January. Till then, stay safe.